Welcome to another edition of Comic Book Business News. It is I, Josh Goldstein, on another day of treating you live. It is 5/29, 2020, and it is time for Comic Book Business News. In the news, President Trump at odds with the press again. And President, is it the end of freedom and social media being censored? And is it and Eisner the Eisner Award scholarships are in? But first, the news. COVID-19 is tragically reaching new heights of for concern in the United States. 100,000 people have died, and this is very concerning. And some of the responsibility has to fall on President Trump. Yet a lot of it is in the beginning the not many the under knowledge about the virus, lack of medical equipment and supplies, and lack of an improper vaccine has made things, and medicines have made things easy for people living in the United States in certain rural areas and with certain weak immune systems to die from the virus. And the United States leads the world in COVID-19 cases. China, most other parts of the world, mainly China and other parts of Europe, the cases have gone down, except for in the UK. So this is possibly due to those parts of the world have more stricter lockdown rules and do things differently involving massive outbreaks. They are more used to it in Asia. And in the Middle East, they have so many military states. Even the states like Israel have lockdown rules in case of an outbreak. So that country was only, as well as in Australia, a couple hundred. Like the Commonwealth states, like Australia and Canada, only a couple hundred as well. So, because things are a little more rural in the United States, and many people have weak immune systems, this virus struck the United States very harshly. And also in the news, President Trump at odds with talk show host Joe Scarborough. On their show, talk show host Joe Scarborough blamed Trump for COVID-19, saying many of those people that died was the fault of Trump. And so Trump being blamed with murder really pissed off Trump. And Cruella de Vil and her husband basically clashed odds with President Trump. And it was almost funny to watch these two go at it last week. President Trump, I will say one more thing about President Trump. and those two. I almost, if I was President Trump, wouldn't care. There's the stupidest pair. So this is almost, they're both imbeciles, but I almost wouldn't care if I was President Trump. So also, I will say one more thing about either this incident. And uh, this was very much it was this. What do you just both both losers? You don't pander, don't cater to us. We won't take you. So um, President Trump, though, more seriously, um, said that like he is going to heavily, because of the partially probably influenced by what happened, is going to censor social media. So I don't get annoying people criticizing me on my Twitter again. So I feel President Trump shouldn't end freedom of social, because some dumb lady and her husband criticized him on social media and in the media. Even Mark Zuckerberg called him out. I was glad Mark Zuckerberg called him out. So um possibly the thing about social media is very concerning, because we don't want President Trump censoring other things that are possible for him to do, if it's like the same Chinese system of censoring social media. It is a big precipice you don't want to go over, because then you get into government censorship of social media. And I think that is a possible ability if you start to censor Facebook and other forms of social media. And I feel like many forms of media would feel it. It is like an extra. It would break up so many possibilities. Like it would be hard to do business and do things and media things or make statements without heavy censorship. And those states like China and certain states where you have government censorships, they hate it. They hate it, and they have trouble communicating with the outside world. It's almost, you don't know how good you have it here in the United States. And also, to any cruel developed conversations, but I will say um, it is kind of like that's a possible conversation for another show. But I will basically say I'm laughing my ass off at the situation. This is almost so stupid. I guess but I guess I dealt with that already, and I let the the bitch and her homo snort their cocaine and do their, and Cruel Deville off on their fannies. And also in other news, President Dump also said, "I beat the ISIS caliphates." So, oh my God, I beat the ISIS caliphate single-handedly with my mighty hand. So, um, and then Also, I will say a little bit about comics in a minute, but a little more social matters. And Israel, meantime, is working towards annexation. That is encouraging of the Jordan Valley. That is nice. That is nice. Maybe I will see it some future date on my tour. You know that. And also, what time to do comics? Because I have to do comics right now. I have no comics to review, so I can't do that. Last bite was a big comic review, but I went on and on for a full 20-minute bite, and I did like 3 reviews for you people. I have no reviews today. Do have some news about the Zack Snyder cut. About is it? I won't do that because that is. So I will pop out chat. Welcome to the chat if anybody's out there. So the Zack Snyder cut. Ray Porter is playing Darkseid, and that is kind of as Zack Snyder is playing. Zack Snyder is this is Zack Snyder's version of it, and Ray Porter is Darkseid. So Zack Snyder is Zack Snyder is this is Zack Snyder's cut, and Ray Porter is Darkseid. So there will be some things different. It will be less focused on just Steppenwolf, and you will have Darkseid in there at times, interjecting. So, and the plot will be slightly different. It will still be the same plot, but it will be not basically this interest. It will not be exactly the same as the other director. And I think you should almost get both movies as bookends if you are a person who enjoys fine cinema like me. And I also the Eisner grants for graphic novels are in, and this is for ties in with the libraries, but serious graphic novels. So young graphic novelists, the awards will soon be coming out for that. And again, there is not as much comics, but there are things like Diamond Distributor is back, and Diamond is again arguing its argument that we should be the main comic book distributor, but already although they are back and comic book stores are back and it's Diamond, they lost DC, and I wonder, will DC go and do a deal with Diamond? But how will DC straighten things out? Will they have the same deal as before? Will DC be out for on them doing other things for a while? It's a little strange. Will we have Diamond Day and then we have um, DC Distribution Day with DC DCPU and and Heroes Worlds and the and Midtown Comics and the other um, DC distributors. DCPU being the DC subscription service, DCSU. So it's DCSU, not DCPU. So have you got that? So also, although I'm wearing my band shirt here, the new JLG Comics T-shirts are in. So for our broadcast on Monday, I will wear my JLG Comics T-shirt. It is JLG Comics is my art studio, and it is the art studio of the art studio that where I in which all my projects come from. We have JLG Comics makes such books as Maccabee Lady and Zayn. And I'm working on a new project for a new friend. Or if this friend doesn't be the public workout, I have this project will definitely be for my current publisher. So, I think there is so maybe this is the okay, so be here. This is so we are almost at our end, but before we end, possibly some a note on possibly check out possibly coming soon is Wonder Woman 1984 in December. So that will be exciting. So now for Josh Goldstein and all of us here at Comic Book Business News, have a nice weekend.